collectors, this is Joseph Prodzik with Statue Review. Today I'm reviewing the very first statue I purchased from Sideshow Collectibles, the Terminator Premium Format Figure. Prior to purchasing the statue, I had previously pre-ordered both the Commander Shepard and Batman Premium formats, but I was new to statue collecting and didn't realize that you had to wait for so long before actually receiving it. So I chose a character from one of my favorite movies, The Terminator, starring Arnold Schwarzenegger, where he plays a cyborg assassin who travels back in time to kill Sarah Connor, whose son John becomes the resistance leader who leads the fight against Skynet and the cyborgs in the future. I can still remember going to the theater and watching this movie back in 1984. Wait a minute. It occurs to me that I was only 5 years old back in 1984. What were my parents thinking? Anyways, I seem to turn out okay. Now let's take a closer look at the Terminator. The art box is very basic, with some images of the statue surrounding the box, along with some simple graphics. The back of the box does have what looks like storyboards from the famous police scene displayed through the HUD of the T-800. Though very basic, the box isn't terrible, but also nothing to write home about either. To say the Terminator is a violent movie might be a bit of an understatement, and this statue depicts one of the most violent scenes in the movie. After uttering the famous words, "I'll be back," the Terminator drives his car into a police station and then proceeds to massacre the police force with an assault rifle and shotgun. The statue captures that scene perfectly. In fact, you can find movie stills of this exact pose. The resemblance to a young Arnold Schwarzenegger is spot on. The exclusive edition comes with an alternate portrait that shows the Terminator without his shades. While the eyeball scene does take place prior to the police station, the Governator does not lose his glasses until later in the movie, which makes the exclusive less important and not a must-have for me. Though the majority of the statue is covered in clothing, there are some examples of both good and mediocre sculpting on this piece. I really like the face sculpt and hair. The statue is instantly recognizable as Arnold, and while the hairline doesn't exactly blend in with the face, this helps to capture the artificial feeling the Terminator has at this point in the movie. Where I think Sideshow missed the mark is with the weapons, as they lack a bit of realism and detail. They're not bad, but not very impressive either. The top of the base shows the tile floor of the police station, which is covered in bullet casings, and the bottom reflects the mechanical components of the machine underneath the skin. While simple, I think it fits with the statue well. When I get a new statue from Sideshow that includes mixed media, I have high expectations, and that's largely because of this statue. When comparing the in-hand statue to the prototype displayed on the Sideshow website, I think this is actually better. The reason is the fabric patterns used are actually better than the prototype. This can be seen in the pattern of the shirt the Terminator is wearing, which reflects the era the movie was set in. The jacket has great detail and even includes zipper pulls. Pants have nice seams, tiny little buttons, and are superbly fit to the statue, which shows some of the musculature that the 6-time Mr. Olympia was known for. This is classic 80s style at its best, and if my wife let me, I would totally leave the house in an outfit like this. Like the sculpt, the paint is good in areas and has some flaws in others, but overall there are no serious mistakes. The skin tones are blended well, and there is some nice detailed work with some faint spotting on the skin. The hair is nicely highlighted, but some overlap with the face can be seen when looking really close. Some paint overlap can also be seen on the base where the bullets meet the tile floor. This is a little bit more obvious. The paint on the weapons is a bit one-dimensional. With so little of the statue painted, these are very minor concerns and do not really detract from the statue. I've had this statue for over 2 years now, and I have had no problems with it. The magnets have stayed strong and the assault rifle isn't so heavy to make the arm bend. I do think the jacket is starting to fade a little, and while I have kept him out of the sun, I haven't had him behind glass, so I'll probably need to give him a little bit more than just a proper dusting in order to keep him in tip-top shape. Most movie statues do not tend to be highly in-demand pieces, and the Terminator is no exception. Originally priced at $324.99, you can generally find him for around cost, and even below cost on a good day, though you may not find a lot of him for sale, despite a total edition size of 2,250. If you're a fan of the Terminator or movies in general, then this is a great piece to have in your collection, as the character is iconic. The statue will always have a soft spot in my heart, as it transports me back to my childhood, in addition to being my first ever Sideshow piece. I think the statue is a great example of Sideshow's excellent ability when it comes to mixed media, though it is a bit lackluster when it comes to the paint and skull. I am giving the Terminator a final review score of 3.5 out of 5 for very good. Hope you enjoyed this review of the Terminator Premium Format Figure from Sideshow Collectibles. For more statue reviews and updates on my collection, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Be sure to visit my website for a full gallery of this piece and to see what statues I will be adding in the future. This has been Joseph Prodzik for Statue Review. Thanks for watching.